Hey viewers, how are you? I hope you're all okay wherever you are. Welcome to my channel. I'm here at a place called Schelde. It's one of the most beautiful places in Antwerp, Belgium. Here it is. Just see the view, man. It's cool, huh? Oh, it's a river, you see. It's one of the most beautiful place. Very beautiful. And here is Christy. She's resting. Yeah, Christy, you're resting? I'm going to be talking about her today, on how God blessed me with her. And this is a story. I needed a dog. And the reason for me wanting a dog is because I'm not this girl that always go out in the pub or drink alcohol. I love to socialize, but I didn't want the clubbing lifestyle. So most of my friends were just clubbing and doing this, going for date after date. For me, that is not what I was looking for. So I asked God, I would like to go out, to be able to go out. And the only thing that could make me even go out, especially in the winter, because it's very cold in the winter, is with a dog. So I asked God, please, Lord, can you help me by giving me a dog so that I can go out and see different things. You know, when you go to walk, you can meditate, you see different, you can socialize with other people. So I did what I knew the best. So I went before God. I remember I just fasted. I fasted for 3 days, and actually it was not dry fast. I think it was from morning till 2 o'clock. Just trusting God and telling God, Father. I remember I would go before God that day and I would tell God, Father, you're the creator of the universe. Everything on this world belongs to you. And Father, you said, anything I desire, you shall give it to me. For you say, when I call upon your name, you shall answer me. So I said, Father, this is your daughter. I'm calling you for this. You have told me in your word, silver and gold belong to you. 1,000 cattle on the hill belong to you. So anything that I need belong to you. So I asked Father, Lord, this is what I need. I said, I was very specific. I remember, I think I wrote it down. I told God, I need a white dog with a long hair and a small one and a quiet one. And that is what I want. And I don't want an old dog. I want a young dog. So I trusted God. For 3 days, the fasting was finished. Still, there was no sign. So I continue confessing. I'll close my eyes. I'll see this beautiful dog. I'll see God is blessing me with this beautiful dog. And at that time, my friends were laughing at me because I was surrounded with people who know God, but they don't have a personal relationship with God. So for them, God is like this, a far person. But for me, God is very personal to me. So I just trusted God and told God, you know what, this is what I want. But then they will be like, they will tell me in Dutch, ben je zeker? God gaat voor jou geven? Are you sure that God will really is going to give you? I told them, yes, God will give you. So they will make a joke of me every time. Even some of them will just call me and ask me, oh, is your God still going to give you a dog? Has he yet given you a dog? This one went for 2 months. And in that 2 months, I still didn't change my statement. I will always say, God, you bless me with a dog. I remember I had this big mirror. I will stand in the mirror and I will confess every day. Just like I would say, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm beautiful. When God created me, he took his time. He made everything perfect. So I'm perfect before his eyes. I'm the apple of his eye. Then I will put a second one. I'll say, Father, I thank you because you have blessed me with this beautiful dog that will love me, and I will take care of it. And this dog shall not be a burden to me, but this dog shall be a blessing to me, and I shall be a blessing to it. So I just trusted God, and I waited. One Sunday, I went to, somebody invited me to one of Nigerian church. So I went there. When I came back home, I decided to come here. Actually, I came here that time with a bicycle. So I remember it was beginning of winter. It was beginning of the winter season. So I saw this lady with a dog and a child. But she had 3 dogs plus the child. In my mind, I said, oh, those are beautiful dogs. I didn't even think what I had been asking God for. Then, direct within that minute, I heard the voice of God on my left ear, a loud voice. He said, can you ask that woman for a dog? Believe me, I break my bicycle. I came out. I went to the woman. I said, hey, hi, how are you? You have a beautiful dog and a beautiful child. I was like, oh yeah, I'm looking for somebody. Even before I asked her, even before she answered me how she is, she was like, oh, I'm looking for somebody to have a dog. One of it, would you like? I said, yeah, I would really love a dog. Ah, okay, you can have this one. So she showed me the smallest. Like, oh. I said, are you sure or are you joking? He said, no, I'm serious. Right now I'm in a difficult situation, so I need somebody to take this dog. I said, okay, but before I make my own decision, let me call somebody. So I called one of my friends called Mark. So actually, when I called Mark, I said, oh, I have seen a dog that I would love. Would you like to come and check it for me? It's like, okay, I'm coming. Actually, he came quickly, but he was not coming because he have heard about the dog. He wanted to be sure, is this God real? Because for him, it was like, your faith is crazy. I don't believe this. God is not a magician. I'm like, I know God is not a magician, but he's a magician of all the magicians. I told him, God will actually do it for me, believe me. I was like, okay, we'll see. So when he heard, I called him, I said, come and check. So he came, believe me, it took him like only 6 minutes. And from where I was to where he lived, it's like 15 minutes, but it took him 6 minutes. So he came, he looked at the dog, he said, the dog is perfect, you can have it. So I talked to the woman, I said, yes, I would love to have the dog. The woman said, oh, just give me the address, I'll bring it to you tomorrow. So I gave the woman the address, then we left. You cannot believe. The moment the woman left, the guy looked at me, I said, oh, your God is real. You know how much cost that dog? I'm like, oh, no, I don't know. He said that dog costs 900 to 700. That's how much that dog costs. And you have not counted the document or the process, medication, all those things that you are supposed to do. So it can be even up to 1,000. I said, doesn't matter. My God took care of all the budget. He looked at me, he smiled. He said, you know what? You are crazy. I said, yes, I'm crazy for this God. The next day, I had a ring around, my door ring around 12 o'clock. So my friend called me, said, oh yeah, please come. Yeah, she called me, she said, please come. I said, no, please come inside. I call her my friend because she's agreeing to give me a dog. So I cannot call her enemy, I just say a friend. So she came inside the house. He said, here is a dog. So she gave me a passport. The dog had an international passport, believe me. The dog had a chip. And all medication had been taken care of. So I took the dog. Oh, I cried. I took the dog, I hugged the dog. And she even brought the towel, she brought her clothes, she brought a plate for her, a bear. So when I saw those things, I cried and I told God, thank you. I knelt down there and I told God, thank you. Because Father, I ask you for specific thing and you have given me. But you have not only given me this specific thing, you have given me even more than I have asked. You have given me a dog that is already castrated, a dog that has a chip, a passport, the food. She came even with the food, the plate, everything. Father, what can I say? I just want to say thank you. So I took the dog and the lady left. So my friends, they called. because at that time they knew I didn't have cash. I didn't have a job. I didn't have a business. So in the way of financial prosperity, we can say I was still working on it. So for them, they're like, no, you cannot get it. There is no way you can get it. So when they came to the house to see it. And I'm telling you, they were like 6 friends. They came to the house to see it. When they saw it, they were like, oh my God, your God is faithful. And that is how I got Christine. And that is how I got, that's how I got my dog. Christy here. That is how I got my dog. So wherever you are, whatever you are trusting God for, I would ask you, if God could bless me with this dog, I also want to ask you, trust God. Go before Him without a plan B. Just go before Him and tell Him, this is what I want, and God will give you, because He said, I will supply all your needs. So God, Jehovah God will multiply and will supply with all the need that you need. So go before Him. Tell Him, Father, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want you to bless me with. Father, help me, or assist me, or guide me on how to do it. Then even as you have prayed, you shouldn't have a negative mind. You should be positive. Confess. Make sure you confess what you have. After praying, confess it. You have to see. How do you confess? You confess and see. I prayed, I trusted God for the dog. So God blessed me with the dog. But even as I had prayed, I believed that I had already got it even before I received it. Because the faith is, what is faith? Faith is believing of those things that are not as if they are. So I had to believe that God has given me even before seeing. I remember very well, I could visualize. I would close my eyes and I would see what I'm looking for or what I want. And God has always been faithful, not only with the dog, with so many things in my life. God has provided for me. Don't shake in faith. Don't shake in your belief. Doesn't matter how many people are talking around you. Just close or shatter their voices, or isolate yourself for the period of time, just to seek the Lord for what you trust God for. Because believe me, when you are trusting God for something, that is when the time the enemy will come to show you can never get it. It's not possible. You can never have it. But trust God. If you believe Him, He will provide it for you, because He's a faithful God. I don't know if you can see that. That is our water bus. That one is our water bus. It goes from one city to another. So please, my friend, trust God. Father Lord, I pray for the viewers, Jehovah God. Whatever they are trusting you for, my God, provide for them and give them faith. And Father, meet them at their point of need. I thank you, Lord, because you bless them. If you blessed me with a dog, there is nothing you can't bless anybody with. Thank you, Lord, for everything. I thank you. And here is Christy. There she is. I think she's here. There she is. That's what God blessed me with. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed. See ya.